to even looking remotely like getting the ball. So a free kick to Chelsea. Delivered deep into the Arsenal half. Cushioned away by the head of Zinchenko. Havertz to Loftus-Cheek, and then Azpilicueta goes all the way back to Chalobah, who quickly squares it off to the centre circle, just inside his own half. It's the Brazilian, Thiago Silva. Jorginho tucks it back, only just to Thiago Silva. He sidesteps his Brazilian teammate at the back there, Gabriel Jesus, and sends it wide towards Cucurella, just a bit short for Cucurella, and White gets the all-important challenge in. He goes out for a throw-in to Chelsea. Level with the edge of the penalty area. In fact, a little bit more advanced than that. I'd say it's about 10 yards from the corner flag. Cucurella with his gloves on, yellow ball in his hands. We've gone to the yellow ball now. We're in Greenwich Mean Time rather than British summertime. Means the old white ball has been put away and the yellow ball is out. That glowing yellow ball is at the feet of Jesus at the moment. He's won it back off of Cucurella. Cucurella got the ball low off of Jesus. Looked like a foul. Noses the referee. It was a good challenge by Cucurella. And then wide by Silva to Havertz. Havertz gets it from Cucurella again. It's all very tight and compact as Mason Mount is tripped from behind by Saka, and a free kick is given to Chelsea, level with the edge of the penalty area, wide on the left-hand side. This is a good opportunity for Chelsea to put a delivery into the box. It was a slightly clumsy challenge. It wasn't Saka actually that made the challenge, it was Saliba, and then Saka fell over the top of the grounded Mason Mount. Mount is standing over the ball as a right-footed option. Cucurella is the left-footed option. And as expected, the big men go forward. Chalobah is in there and Silva is in there. Cucurella delivers it in. Glanced away by Gabriel. Returned back in by Chalobah. This time it's White that guides a header away and outside the penalty area. Chelsea pick it up again. Cucurella on the left-hand side. Delivers it high into the penalty area. Goalkeeper thought about coming, but Aaron Ramsdale quickly retreated back. Ruben Loftus-Cheek picks up the loose ball just outside the penalty area. Interchanges passes with Thiago Silva. Now Chalobah wide out right to Sterling. Sterling to Loftus-Cheek. And Havertz. Chalobah. Chelsea keeping the ball as a matter of course and giving it to the experienced Azpilicueta. Now Mason Mount. Thiago Silva, all the way back to his goalkeeper. Just recently made his 100th Champions League appearance, of course, Thiago Silva. 102 passes from Arsenal, 66 by Chelsea. Final third passes, 22 passes apiece. There you go. So more passing from Arsenal. And here's Mendy, and he's made a right meal of getting that away from Martinelli, and he only just got it away in time. Saliba and then Gabriel between them get it back. White has gone down under the challenge from Aubameyang. And he's holding his face, and there's going to be a yellow card here for Aubameyang for the challenge on White, who stands over Aubameyang, standing over White, who's still holding his face. And a yellow card, the first yellow card of the game, has gone to the former Arsenal man, and it was a really nasty late challenge. He's gone in and he's caught the ankle of White, and that's a painful one. Mikel Arteta is jumping up and down like a man possessed just outside his technical area. Aubameyang is yellow carded. It's his first Premier League yellow card of the campaign. And it deserved the yellow card. It was late. There was no studs up, but it was a painful one for White, who's now managed to find his way to his feet. He'll have a sore toe in the morning. Here's Gabriel into the path of Martinelli, who lofts it high over to the right-hand side. In goes White with from Aubameyang through towards Havertz. Left the ball behind slightly. Good defending by Arsenal. White and then Saliba between them have managed to conjure up a little triangle, clearing the ball to Granit Xhaka on the left-hand side for Arsenal, to Martinelli. Martinelli cutting inside. Still Martinelli tries to curl one for goal. And Mendy watches it carefully, and he had to watch it carefully as Jesus was coming flying in on him as well. So whilst it was a shot, Jesus was treating it like a cross. and it curled just wide of the post by a yard or so. But that was good wing play by Martinelli, finding a bit of space, coming inside and teasing it to the back post. When you look at it from the aerial replay shot, it does look more like a cross than a shot. Whether it was a shot or a cross, contact. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. We've played 29 minutes of this first half at Stamford Bridge. Tottenham taking on Liverpool in a big match later on the other side of London. Well, North London, not really the other side of London, is it? We're in West London at the moment. And Zinchenko unable to keep the ball in play over on the far side. So a throw to Chelsea. You have to call it, you say Arsenal perhaps just edging it, but it's marginal. Here's Granit Xhaka with a volley away from inside his own penalty area, straight to Jorginho. Manages to bring it down eventually, gives it to Cucurella, who doesn't take any chances. Thiago, straight through the middle with the through ball, almost made it to Aubameyang. Good interception by Saliba, who quickly got to his feet and completed the clearance to Saka. Saka on the right-hand side, gets her ahead of Cucurella, plays it through the legs of Mason Mount, and Saka's off again down the right-hand side. Finding Odegaard, tries to turn. Good challenge from behind by Thiago Silva. I'll take that back. Was it a good challenge? I don't think it was, because a free kick has been given to Arsenal. 30 minutes on the clock. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Chelsea go to Manchester City on Wednesday in the Carabao Cup before finishing the World Cup with a tricky trip next week to Newcastle United. This is their last home game before Christmas, Chelsea. Arsenal host Brighton in the Carabao Cup on Wednesday, then they travel to struggling Wolves to wrap up their pre-World Cup campaign. They'll be looking to stay top if they can. They're not top at the moment, they need something today. It's been an intriguing game. Jesus turns it through the legs of his compatriot Thiago. Interesting battle, those two. The west of London, West London 0, North London 0, in a game between two rivals who have put up some good battles in recent years and many years gone past as well. Here's Havertz with the attempted cross. It hits Saliba and goes behind for a Chelsea corner. Chelsea with a corner, their first of the game, and a chance to send the big guns forward. Chalobah's made his way into the box. Thiago Silva is wandering up. Cucurella's lurking on the edge of the box. Sterling hanging back as well. Chelsea with a chance to deliver through Mason Mount on the left-hand side, right in front of those Arsenal fans. Raises his left arm, swings it with his right foot into the box. It was a good delivery as well, and it was Thiago Silva that got under. No, he wasn't. And looking at it again, he might not have been fouled, but certainly Gabriel was hanging onto the shirt of Jorginho nearby. He gets up ahead of Thomas Partey. Does Thiago Silva, kind of hits him on the side of the head, and he's slightly side onto it. It's only Chelsea's second attempt on goal. Arsenal had 5. They've had slightly the better of it so far. Here's Jorginho, left by Loftus-Cheek, who's been on the periphery despite being world-beating loans, relegated with Fulham. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he's been getting a lot of airtime this season. Here come Arsenal, coming forward with Gabriel. One back by Jorginho, quickly plays it down the line. It's a good ball as well. Sterling, 25 yards from goal, wide on the right, gets it into Havertz, across the face, and down goes Ramsdale at the near post, and he had to as well because Aubameyang was waiting for the loose ball and a tap-in. Goalkeeper needed to apply the necessary block, and he got down and grabbed it with Odegaard. Partey looks up and bends it to the right-hand side. Saka. Now Ben White. All the way back to Saliba, who slows it down to stopping pace on the halfway line, and then chips it forward towards Xhaka. Xhaka beaten in the air by Azpilicueta. Chelsea clear their lines momentarily. Saliba. And Saka. Now Odegaard, the Arsenal captain, trying to make things happen from deep. Granit Xhaka, low shot from him. He just pulls it slightly. And Mendy could afford to watch it as it drifts. That chance at the other end. Good piece of play by Sterling to bring in Havertz, who plays it low. Too close to the goalkeeper, doesn't get the right angle on his cross. It is a corner to Arsenal. That shot by Granit Xhaka did take a deflection on its way through. It's a corner on the right hand side, which will be taken by the Arsenal number 7, Bukayo Saka. Saka weighing up his options, raises his right arm, and then he's going to swing it with his left into underneath the crossbar, and it was challenged by Partey. Odegaard, Saka again, left-footed cross deep into the box, too high for Thomas Partey. It drifts away, and I think the referee's whistle has gone and the flag is up, and it's a free kick to Chelsea inside their own penalty area, and it remains Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. Manchester City's last game before the World Cup will be next Saturday lunchtime. Just down the road from here, actually, they'll be playing against Brentford. Plenty of World Cup football to keep us entertained. It does seem bizarre that after next weekend, the next action will... I've only just started hearing those Christmas songs. That means we're only about 3 months away from Christmas. It's like a long, long time to play. It hits Mason Mount at pace, and it's cleared away by Thomas Partey. Wide to Saka. Saka against Cucurella. Great battle going on between those two. If you had to call a winner on that battle, you'd definitely call it on Saka at the moment. Cucurella is hanging in there, and he's a competitor, if nothing else, Marc Cucurella, the Spanish international. Here's Zinchenko, long ball through the middle, straight through to the goalkeeper Edouard Mendy, who's in the D outside his penalty area. Just rolls it to Thiago Silva, with his orange boots on, matching the orange colours of his goalkeeper today with his boots. Away by Saliba, won by Partey. Good play by Partey to get it to White. Just taps it forward to Saka, who picks out a pass for... Goes back to Saliba on the edge of his own penalty area. Now White. Saliba. And Gabriel. Half time is fast creeping up on us. 8 minutes away. 37 minutes gone. Chelsea 0. Arsenal 0 at the Emirates Stadium. West London awaiting its first goal on a weekend when so far goals have been plentiful in the Premier League. Here's Arsenal on the attack with Saka cutting inside, managing to find Jesus. Away to the left-hand side is Martinelli, edge of the penalty area, back inside to Jesus. Heavy first touch, gets it back to Xhaka, who has to slide to keep it in play. Does keep it in play, but loses possession to Azpilicueta, and then Trevor will quickly have it back again with Granit Xhaka. He's then blocked by Jorginho. And at the moment, Chelsea are losing that battle in the middle of the park, and that's perhaps where Graham Potter will need to address the situation. Chelsea in possession at the moment with Jorginho, and then Thiago. Cucurella. Ball into the channel. It's one for Aubameyang to chase, but he won't get there before the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, who bowls it carefully out to Zinchenko, puts his foot on it, stops it dead, gives it to Partey with Gabriel. Here is Gabriel again. On the left-hand side of that Arsenal defence, up towards the halfway line. It's with Ben White. Out wide on the halfway line is Saka for Arsenal. Quickly weaves inside and finds Martinelli in a central position. And they've made a good run down the right-hand side here, Arsenal, with White. But here is Odegaard, who doesn't notice that run. Instead, it goes to the left now with Jesus. Good ball by Zinchenko. Jesus gets the cross in, takes a deflection off of Azpilicueta, and that takes the sting out of it. And it drops nicely into the arms of Edouard Mendy. And it's still Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. And we've played 39 minutes of the first half. We've seen that header from Gabriel Jesus that went just wide. Probably the best chance of the game so far for Martinelli. It's launched forward by Azpilicueta. Ramsdale has to come out of his area to make sure he gets there first and puts it into the crowd over on the far side. Throw into Chelsea as we enter the last 5 minutes of the first half. Here's Mason Mount. It's Havertz. Mason Mount tries to make room in the penalty area, but it's not an easy place in which to make room. And Arsenal were able to get the ball clear. Good defending by Saliba. Chelsea 0, Arsenal 0. In this first game of the day, on a busy Sunday. It's one of the fixtures switched to Sunday. Here's Jesus, cushions a header to Odegaard, who looks up and plays a good ball out wide to the right-hand side, and Saka has got beyond Cucurella. Cucurella points to the ball, and the referee agrees with him, and Cucurella comes away with the ball, but Arteta is livid. He felt that was a foul all day and all night. And now Cucurella has been caught by Saka, and Bukayo Saka, is given a yellow card for retaliation in many ways. Be interested to see those two challenges again close up. Cucurella winning the ball back, and Xhaka's gone biting in. Yellow card for Saka, which evens things up at 1 yellow card apiece in a goalless first half. An interesting first half. Still 0-0. Here's Havertz. He won't get past Saliba that easily. And Saliba stands up to him, knocks it against Havertz, and right in front of those Arsenal fans, wins a goal kick. Delight from those Arsenal fans who worship William Saliba. Got a song about him. And once you hear it, you can't stop humming it. 3 minutes to half time. Mikel Arteta still complaining to the fourth official, Robert Jones. He's a very tall official, by the way. He's about a foot taller than Arteta. So not one to argue with. Arsenal playing it forward. White was unable to link up with Saka. There's Gabriel. Has a look up. Ball out towards the left-hand side, finding Zinchenko. Zinchenko pulls it back. It would have been a good ball, but it was Chelsea, but it could have caught them out there. Here's Zinchenko again to Gabriel Jesus. Jesus out wide to Xhaka. Poor ball by him now, and Azpilicueta from the pass from Loftus-Cheek back to the goalkeeper Mendy, who clears up to the halfway line, and Arsenal have it back again. Dominance from Arsenal. Ben White. Back to Saliba. Wide to Saka. Saliba has it again. Still waiting for the first goal in the London derby this lunchtime. On a wet Sunday lunchtime, in which the referee could have given a free kick there, but plays on. Arsenal still have the ball inside their own half with Gabriel. There's another Gabriel Martin. Angled ball out towards the left-hand side. Watched carefully by Azpilicueta. Here's Azpilicueta again. Looks up and pumps a high ball to the halfway line. And Aubameyang tangling with Gabriel. Barging into Gabriel. And a free kick is given against the former Arsenal man, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I always call him Patrick. It's Pierre-Emerick. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. I'm sure I'm not the only person that falls into that trap. Aubameyang, of former Arsenal fame, joined in 2018 for a reported 56 million, the club record at the time. Scored 92 goals in 163 games for Arsenal. Back in February, scored against Arsenal in Dortmund's 2-0 Champions League victory in September 2014. Here's Saka up towards the edge of the penalty area. He's run into a brick wall of two. One of them's Jorginho. He smashes it against the knees of White and out for a throw-in to Chelsea deep inside their own half. And in just a couple of seconds' time, the fourth official goal. There's a long ball from Partey. If Arsenal are going to do it before half-time, they need to do it now. Granit Xhaka. Out to Martinelli again, teasing his way up against Azpilicueta, gets to the byline, does very well. Does he keep it in play? Well, the answer is No, but it comes off the toes of a Chelsea defender and behind, and Arsenal have a corner right on the stroke of half-time. About 20 seconds of that 1 minute of additional time left. And down at that Matthew Harding end of the stadium, Arsenal have one last chance to make the breakthrough with a corner kick before half-time. Saliba's in there, Partey's in there, Xhaka's in there, White's in there, Gabriel's in there. There's plenty to aim for, but it was a pretty poor corner by Martinelli. And before he can get the second take over on the far side, the half-time whistle is best chance of the half so far. Best chance of the half, full stop, because the half-time whistle has blown. And Chelsea are 0-0 with Arsenal at half-time. We'll be back to the second half here at Stamford Bridge in a short while. We hope you can join us then.
Search for or select any team within the app to see form guides, fixtures, results, league tables, player stats and much more. Make sure you hit the star to favourite your club or clubs to receive live scores, updates, news and video based on the teams you love. Service covers a wide range of football and non-football content, from predictive articles, transfer talk, match reports, in-depth analysis and much more. Just head over to the news section or the info tab. Want to receive match updates for the scores, stats and content for the matches that matter? Notifications of scores and key moments, whilst at full time receive updates when match highlights are ready to view and match reports are ready to read. Commentary will be starting soon. Whilst you wait, why not follow us on all stats, news and opinions. Search for or select any team within the app to see form guides, fixtures, results, league tables, player stats and much more. Make sure you hit the star to favourite your club or clubs to receive live scores, updates, news and video based on the teams you love. Articles, transfer talk, match reports, in-depth analysis and much more. Just head over to the news section or the info tab.